Hello lovers, welcome to the Butterfly Effect podcast hosted by myself, Lauren Amy. This is for those who are ready to take up space, who are living a soft life loudly and are ready to savor the sweetness in each moment. Here we're going to embrace transformation, the beauty of the in-between and the magic of becoming. So pull up a seat and listen in because life is delicious and it's about goddamn time we eat it up. Hello stunners, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the Butterfly Effect podcast and welcome to Prague. I'm so excited. I'm currently in my apartment that I'm staying in for the weekend. Let me tell you, my jaw dropped when I saw this place. It is stunning, it is beautiful. I don't know if you can hear in the background, I'm right near the astronomical clock. Astronomical? I think that's the one. So I'm so excited to take you guys with me on this gorgeous weekend trip. I'm going to be vlogging it as best as I can, but I first thought I'd give you guys a little tour of my apartment. I'm so excited. I'm here. I have made it. I'm thrilled. I'm not gonna lie, I did think I nearly wasn't going to make it because that takeoff on the plane was probably the scariest takeoff I've ever had. I was nearly clinging to the person next to me, holding onto the window, like barely breathing. It's like down the runway, you decide to do this like whole ski slalom type thing. And then as you start ascending, there would be moments that you just feel like you're free falling. So terrifying. And I was actually thinking, there were moments in my head where I was like, this is it. This is it. What a great trip to Prague. This is it. This is the end of my days. And I was like, I didn't even like tell my mum I love her. Am I going to be on the news? We catastrophized quite a bit. But we're here, we made it. The landing was much smoother than the takeoff and we're here. And I'm in my gorgeous apartment for the weekend. I immediately feel so safe in being here as well. I'm right in Prague Old Town. I got a bolt from the airport, highly recommend, straight to here. As soon as you get over one of the bridges, you just see Prague in all its glory and I see everything lit up. And that's when like I start to get a bit emotional, just like, oh my God, I've done it. I've made it here. I've created another gorgeous opportunity for myself. And we're right at the start and it's just gonna all unfold in the most beautiful way. And I'm so, so excited. So, okay, let me show you my apartment. It's called The Botanist by Adres. I'm gonna link it and everything because I will be using this place again. If I come to Prague again, or they might even have places elsewhere, I don't know, but I will be using this place again because immediately I just feel so safe. All the communications, very, very efficient, and it's just beautifully decorated. This space is so big, I could do cartwheels in here, okay? Right, let me see if I can spin this around. I'm using my new camera, by the way, guys. Look how it follows me. Woo! Okay, let me spin this around. Just, okay. Okay, right. So behind me, we have gorgeous little kitchen set up. And then, let me see if I can do the fancy little click thing. Dun, dun, dun. Woohoo! That is my gorgeous little boudoir. But it doesn't really do this space justice. Can I zoom out more? No, I can't zoom out anymore. Oh, that's panning down, okay. But yeah, it doesn't really do justice how big this space is. So this is the entrance bit as well. And then I've got this gorgeous little kitchen space. And then of course through here, we have my bathroom. Da-da! How cool is that? Simple, lovely little bathroom. Hello. Oh my God, well, I also noticed that it has one of these, thingies by the toilet, so if I wanted to wash my bum, I could do. What a treat! What an unexpected treat! And then of course the shower. So that's my apartment. I'm gonna attempt to do like a proper walkthrough of like the outside walking in. And yeah, just so you guys can get a good view of the space. Look at that. There you go. There you get a better idea of how big it is. The ceilings are so high. I could do freaking cartwheels in this space, guys. In fact, do I actually try? Do I try and do a cartwheel? Wait. Is this gonna go awfully? Am I gonna kick the TV over? Am I gonna lose my mic? Wait, which way do I wanna go? Well, I might kick the... Oh no, I can do that. Okay. Presenting Lauren Amy, top gymnast for 2025. Prague, coming at you. Ta-da! Okay, so it is currently, what time is it? Okay, it's currently 7:20. Wait, am I an hour ahead? What is the time? Is it 7:20? I think I'm an hour ahead, aren't I? Okay, well, it's evening, okay, and I'm starving. I have only had like an Egmo bagel at like 11 o'clock this morning. I'm thinking I'm going to go for an evening walk, explore, see like a little bit of Prague all lit up, hopefully see the astronomical clock, which is literally just outside there. Oh my God, I haven't shown you outside yet, outside the window, so I'll do that. And then maybe even walk over to Charles Bridge as well. Look at this gorgeous window. I just love a giant, giant window. I actually feel like I need to climb up so I can give you guys a better view. Oh, there we go. Oh God, I could actually leap out of here if I wanted to. Wow, this is so stunning. Okay, right, let's actually come down off of it before I accidentally tumble to my death. Okay, yes, so that is the tour. Let's go explore. Before I head out, I realised there was one vital thing I nearly forgot to do. Hold up. That was 100% worth it. No, stop it, Prague. You are actually beautiful. For a first impression, this is actually phenomenal. So over there is the astronomical clock in all its glory. Oh my God, this is so stunning. I don't know if this is doing it justice. It's so beautiful. How fucking gorgeous. Immediately in love. Immediately in love. Like, why do I not live here? Isn't that just incredible? Wow. My camera roll is going to get full very quickly, let me tell you that. Okay, made it to Charles Bridge. Looking lovely. Pretty. As first nights go, not bad. What's definitely a very weird sensation is walking through a very gothic city centre on Halloween. Everyone is so dressed up, which is obviously amazing, but it's quite disconcerting when you turn a corner and you're suddenly up against a scream mask. Love the enthusiasm, guys, but give a gal a break. I got whatever one of these is. Good. I am calling this a very successful first night. I have actually found my bearings very quickly and I'm very much nearly back at my apartment, just trusting that I know where I'm heading. Got myself a cheeky mulled wine. I saw a street vendor that was selling it and I was like, you know what? That would go down quite nicely. So this here is the entrance to the gorgeous apartments, and then you walk through this little bit here. There's a courtyard through there. It's very, very cute. And then it's up through here. You then head through another door that again is all key code access only. And then you come through into the elevator and you head to your floor. It is so beautifully designed. Let's walk through to my apartment. Look at this here. All the gorgeous decor is so stunning. I actually can't believe it. I can't believe this is where I'm staying. Okay, continue walking through this little corridor. It's surprising how big it is as well. Like, I thought it was gonna be really, really small. But no, it's actually big. And then this is me. And just like that, I am back in my gorgeous apartment. And look at her, she's so beautiful. Just like I left her. And I am ready to chill for a little bit now. It's been a busy day. So I'm looking forward to finishing my mulled wine. Goodness, you know when you realise just how tired you are? It has been such an incredible first day, first evening. So I just loved seeing the square all lit up and everything. And it's quite funny, you know, everyone being dressed in Halloween outfits. You kind of feel like you're missing out on something, like you didn't get the memo, you're not dressed up. My intention isn't to have like a big night this evening, it's just to do like a little evening wander and then some food, make my way back. This is the bit where I kind of get a bit nervous about solo travel because you don't know the lingo. I have no idea of the language. Like usually I'm pretty good with languages, but I'm way out my depth here. Also the currency, I have no idea how much I'm spending. I have no idea what the currency exchange rate is. It's like, it's just numbers. It's literally just numbers. So when it comes to like buying things and, you know, asking to get food or drink or something like that, that's when I perhaps get a little bit nervous, but you just gotta own it. It was nice, lovely. I didn't realise until about half an hour later that I'd been wandering around with chocolate right on the end of my nose. So that's great, love that for me. So I popped to the supermarket to get some milk. Honestly, shopping in a foreign supermarket is the most interesting experience because you're just looking at the labels and I'm like, I'm looking at this carton of milk and I'm like, it's got a cow on it. So I'm assuming, and I don't drink cow's milk, but obviously I'll make allowances whilst I'm abroad. It doesn't really make a difference. I was trying for the life of me to find like normal breakfast tea. And this guy goes down the same aisle and he starts talking, and I thought he must be talking to like a relative, like further down. And he starts talking to me, and I don't know what language. I want to say like Russian or something, or Polish. I don't know. Also, funny thing is, like, I don't actually really know where Prague is in the world. I'm in it. I just don't really know where it is. Like, if you were to like ask me to point on the map where Prague is, I couldn't tell you. So my geography is not my strong suit. So as I say, don't really know where this guy was from. He starts asking me for help. He starts asking me where things are, and I'm like, do I look like a local? Do I look like I know what I'm doing? I'm just looking at the pictures like. But I'm very proud of myself because I actually was able to put him in the right direction. But yeah, I led him the way. I showed him the way forwards. And then he said thank you, and I was like, you are welcome. And then I went back to my own drama being like, where's the fucking tea bags? And then actually I was able to find oat milk, so that was a win. I put the cow's milk behind, got some oat milk, lovely. But anyway, it is 10 to 11 here. I'm thinking I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to get real cozy. And then 4-day tomorrow. Tomorrow's plan is to go to the butterfly house, of course. There's this place called the Lumia Gallery. Looks like a lot of digital art installation, and I love that shit. So I'm going to head there, and then I think I'm going to have a wander up to Prague Castle, because I feel like you've got to, you know? And then probably come home, get changed, maybe go out in the town a little bit. I saw a sign earlier today saying live jazz every evening from 9, and I was like, I love me some jazz. So yeah, I might head to a jazz bar. That's another thing I want to try and push myself to do. I did it in Brighton, if you guys remember. I did a solo night out in Brighton. Obviously this is very different, but I can do it. I can do it. It's going to be fine. I'll be that cool girl at the bar. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night. I shall see you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to Prague day 2. I have just had a real cozy lie-in. I mean, the bed looks like no one slept in it, to be honest, but trust me, I nestled on in there. I actually had a really cozy night. Obviously there was a bit of noise coming from the town. It's a Friday night, well, it was a Friday night, but it didn't really bother me too much. Like anytime I heard like people scream, shout or stuff like that, I was like, people are having a nice time. Part of me feels like, oh, I should have woken up earlier to like make the most out of the day. But you know, when you're doing these weekend city trips, like, you know, this is a break for me as well. I've got to allow myself to rest as well. I'll see everything that I want to see. It's going to be so fine. I've made myself a tea, but the tea here is...
It's not my British PG tips, but that's okay. Someone sent me a cute cafe somewhere in Prague where I'm going to hopefully get a nice matcha, little pastry, and then start my day. So I'm gonna get ready shortly. It's looking so gorgeously sunny outside. So I think I'm gonna put my dress on today, and this dress that I wore out in Milan last year when I was celebrating my 30th, and it was like my death to the 20s dress. So I don't know if this is becoming a tradition where on like the day before my birthday, I wear like my death to the previous year and like welcoming in a new cycle, because we've just had Halloween, right? And that is literally all about shedding these layers, this rebirth. So maybe that's the way in which I celebrate it, I guess, because I've not really acknowledged Samhain or Halloween this year apart from teaching classes. So maybe we do it in what we're wearing instead. Let's get ready. Let's go see Prague. Hello honeys, we are ready to go, ready for my first full day in Prague. I'm very excited. So I have 3 things on my list that are priority: matcha, pastry, butterflies. And yeah, let's go. Here is the full fit. I don't know if you can see the full fit with the boots. One thing I was also thinking of whilst I was getting ready, like one reason I just love and adore solo trips so much is that I just love like being in my own head. And usually that's quite negative. Usually we're trying to get out of our own head, right? But it's actually made me realise that my head is actually a nice place to be right now. You know, just me and my thoughts. My thoughts might be floating here, there and everywhere, but I don't know. This headspace is just like a nice place to be right now. And I think that's a real gorgeous thing to realise at the same time. Yeah. Okay, matcha, pastries, butterflies. Let's go. One more thing before I go. I just realised I've not told anyone about my birthday nails yet. Look at them. Can you see the gorgeous cat eye effect? I don't know if the camera does it justice or if the light does it justice, but I'm obsessed. And obviously we've got pink on one hand and then green on the other. How stunning are they? Thank you, Christina. Thank you for giving me the best birthday nails I can ask for. I feel like I'm a little like in a fantasy fairy tale and about to slay some dragons, so excellent. Okay, so in my quest to find matcha, I've accidentally come across the art gallery, which I'm heading to later on. So at least I now know where that is, so that's good. We still need to find matcha, and I know where the butterflies are. I need to find matcha first, otherwise I'm actually going to wither and wilt. Okay, so I've ended back in the square I was in last night, and there is the astronomical clock. There's a Starbucks nearby, but you know when that's kind of like admitting defeat? I was hoping for something like a little bit more cultural, local. Don't like a Starbucks at the best of times, but okay, I feel like I'm gonna have to settle for a Starbucks. I feel like that's admitting defeat, but we do what we must, otherwise I'm just going to spend another hour wandering. That matcha was actually so disgusting and kind of disappointing. That's okay. So we've had some sustenance, we've had some questionable nourishment, and now it's off to find some butterflies. I didn't even know this was a thing until someone mentioned it to me, so thank you to that person, and I'm excited. What I also forgot to mention is that as I stepped out of Starbucks, so many people were gathering around the astronomical clock, and I was like, okay, it must be about to go off or something. It was like 1 minute to noon, and the same happened to me last night, where I just happened to be there just before it was about to chime, so I was like, all right, let's see what happens, let's see what all the fuss is about. And then it literally just chimes for it. It's not like a big chime, it's just like a little ding 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 dong. And then everyone applauds at the end. I couldn't help but chuckle to myself. I was like, what? Why are we all here? Is this how people respond to Big Ben? Is this what happens? Anyway, highly entertaining. I should be near the butterflies now, I think.
Would you like to hold the butterfly? Do you want to hold it? Do you want to go for it? It's been with me for so long. Try and take it. Here you go. There you go. It was honestly the cutest thing, I swear to God. I could have just cried. I had one butterfly fly splat in my face. And then that one that was on my hand was there for ages, and it got to the point where I was like, I am going to be in here all day if this butterfly doesn't leave me. So I went up to a girl and I was like, do you want to hold the butterfly? And I was able to pass the butterfly on to her, so that feels really, really cute. So hopefully that butterfly now has a new pal. Mission accomplished. Matcha, albeit disgusting. Pastry, delicious. Butterflies. Now I'm heading off to the Lumia Gallery, which is like a digital art installation, fun vibe. Let's head there. Let me show you what I'm currently looking at as well. Hang on. How beautiful is that? I just love this city. It is so clean, it is so spacious. Like, yes, there's lots of people around, like it's very busy. But at the same time, it's just beautiful. It's a very romantic city. I love it here. Well, that was beautiful. Love a digital art installation, anything that's interactive and like just immerses you into a different world. So I've gone for another little wander, managed to nab myself a cheeky little pizza slice, and then had a little sit down by the river. Actually, I'm going to show you kind of where I was sat. It was beautiful. But I'm about to cross the bridge and then hopefully wander over to Prague Castle. This is so stunning. So I was sat just somewhere down there overlooking this gorgeous view, and then just at the top there you can see what I think is the castle. I'm assuming it's the castle, and that's where I'm heading now. And we've got gorgeous sunsets rolling in at the same time. To be known that I am sweating far too much. That was a hill I was not expecting to climb. I think I made it. I'm assuming I just keep going up. I have no idea, but there's a lot of people coming down, so I might be walking all the way up here for no reason. Although I will say, tourists are incredibly annoying. I know I am one right now, but God, we are so annoying. The whole time I was walking, I was like, where the fuck is this fucking castle? Like, surely I must be getting close to it, but turn a corner, and as you can see, I found it. Pretty majestic, I won't lie. I'm gonna be completely honest, and I'm actually not entirely sure what I'm looking at. Is the castle behind me? And then I think what's in front of me should be the basilica, I think. Either way, it is fucking stunning, and I think I'm going to have to come back tomorrow to get a proper look at it and maybe go to the top. I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze it in, but I kind of regret not allocating enough time to go check it out. So that's a bit sad. But at least I've seen it, at least I've been here. Like, I'm gonna need to do some serious Googling when I get back to my apartment because I need to confirm what it is that I'm looking at. Beautiful scenes. Okay, fuck it. I'm climbing this thing. I went to the ticket office and the last entry is 4:30. It's like 4:10. Here we go.
Annie's mum just dragged you over to say hi to us, saying, "Oh, happy birthday for tomorrow."
Thank you.
What's going on?
Wow.
You see the building at the distance?
Yeah.
It's the museum,
Yeah.
and it's got like all the lights down there, and on top of it, it looks like a Fabergé egg. It's absolutely
beautiful. I'm going to see if I can zoom in on it.
It's really pretty.
I have a hilarious story to share from this excursion up here, but I have to say it was incredibly worth the many stairs, but I've got to head all the way back down now because they're just about to close, but I managed to get it just as everything's lighting up. Look at this. That was probably the most interesting interaction of the trip so far. Basically, obviously, climbing to the top of this tower, because apparently I'm a glutton for punishment or something. I'm pleased I did it because I would have regretted it if I hadn't. And I also like coming back down now. Everything is gorgeously lit up, and I get to walk back to my apartment, seeing everything all gorgeously lit up as well. But it was so funny. There was a couple in front of me on the climb up these stairs, but I lost them. So after we got the tickets, they went up ahead of me, and then I got my ticket and started to climb. But for ages I was climbing this set of stairs, and there were loads of other people coming down, and I was like, am I the only person climbing up? Have I like accidentally gone up an exit? That's very confusing. I was so panicked that I was accidentally climbing up the exit, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to look like an absolute tit if that's the case. But turns out there's only one entrance, an exit, and it's a very small spiral staircase, so health and safety, it's questionable. But managed to get to the top and obviously caught up with the couple that was in front of me. And fortunately there's a set of benches where people can just collapse on afterwards, and I clocked eyes with this couple. We were both just like, this view better be worth it now, otherwise I'm filing a complaint. Anyway, it was a gorgeous view. It was well worth the trip, as you've probably seen already, as I've probably edited it in. And then there was this mum with, I think, her daughter and a friend. Mum went to her daughter, like, would you mind taking a photo or something? And the daughter said no. I've just clocked eyes with them again, they're over there. So I was like, you know what, I'll go up and ask if she wants me to take a photo for her. So I did. And she's like, oh my God, thank you, you're so, so lovely. And I was like, it's not a problem, it's no fine. She's like, I'll return the favour, I'll take a photo for you as well. And I was like, okay, cool. And obviously we got chatting. She's like, so what are you doing here? Are you here on your own? I was like, yeah. She's like, are you here for work or something then? I was like, oh no, it's my birthday tomorrow. She's like, oh my God. Oh my God, as if it's your birthday. I was like, yeah. She's like, oh my God, I must introduce you to my daughters. So she literally grabs my hand, drags me over to her daughter and her daughter's friend, and is straight away like, this is Lauren. It's Lauren's birthday tomorrow. She's here all on her own. And I was like, hello. And then she's like straight away was telling me more about Prague, and she's like, look at these two towers, something to do with the towers near the astronomical clock. One is higher than the other, one represents Adam, one represents Eve. So I thought that was really interesting. So I was like, thank you for sharing those little pockets of knowledge. I then plucked up the courage to basically be like, I'm making a vlog, do you guys want to be in it? And the daughter was like, Mum, it's your first vlog. Oh my God, I've just turned around, it's actually stunning, wow. Wow. Oh, my camera's running out of battery. That's okay, I think I'm going to head back to the apartment shortly anyway, have a little cup of tea, and then head out for the evening, potentially get some nice dinner. I've got a cute outfit to put on, and then I might go to a jazz bar. Right, final few clips of the gorgeous scenery. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
No, pěkný.
Okay. Hey. Hi, cutie. Okay, I am back in my lovely little apartment. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually been back for maybe like a couple of hours. I feel like I needed some time to just be, to just sit, to just lie down because my back was hurting. And I ended up having a shower and washing my face, which might have been a bad thing because I'm now ready to get real cozy, and it is what, like, I think it's like 9:15 or something. But I want to go out again. So I'm going to push past this little bit of tiredness and head back out because I want to go to a bar. I want to go to a bar on my own, which I know sounds weird. Actually, maybe it doesn't even sound that weird, to be honest. I think it sounds quite cool to be able to say, like, going to a bar on your own. And some of you might remember from when I went to Brighton on a little solo trip, I went on a solo night out. And that was hella empowering in itself. But even then, that felt a bit weird. I think it's always going to feel a bit weird, even going to restaurants on your own and being sat on your own. That can feel kind of daunting, kind of confronting, because it's then like, okay, what do I do with myself? Do I just sit? Do I just scroll on my phone? What do I do? But I feel like you've just got to own it. I think when I did Brighton, I said to myself, I was like, right, I'm going to get one drink and then just see where the night takes me. And I ended up staying out until, I don't know, like, I think I got back at like 2 a.m. And I ended up making friends, and it ended up being really good fun. I had a bit of a boogie. That was really cool. But there's no pressure for that to happen again tonight. As I say, I'm going to go to a bar and I'm going to get one drink. Again, see where it takes me. You know, I don't have to stay after that one drink. If I decide that I want to come back, then okay, I'm in control. It is my choice. And it's going to be the same tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm hoping to take myself out for a proper birthday meal. I'm going to a nice restaurant, and I will probably have the same thing going through my head tomorrow, being like, okay, are people going to be looking at me? Is it going to feel strange? And yeah, it probably will feel strange. But I remember last year when I took myself out for my birthday meal, and I went to the cutest restaurant that my taxi driver ended up telling me about. And it was probably one of the best meals I've ever had. And there was a proper wine, what do they call it? Sommelier? I remember getting confused over this word last year, where there's a wine person going around and like matches your wine to your meal, you know? And that was incredible. And I wouldn't have had that experience if I hadn't pushed myself out of my comfort zone, right? Each time I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone, I've been rewarded in some way. Whether it's meeting new people, maybe it's like having a story to share. Yeah, I don't think I've ever lost anything from putting myself out of my comfort zone, you know? Oh, I should probably also talk about what happened in the previous few clips where I'm adorned with chickens. I was walking down from Prague Castle and I saw all these chickens, and there was this woman that had like 5 different chickens on her. And I was like, what on earth is going on? And then basically there was this guy that just had a load of chickens for some reason. So I went up there and I was taking videos, and I was like, I kind of want to hold a chicken, you know? It was absolutely a tourist trap. I fell hook, line and sinker into it. But as I say, kind of worth it. Fun story to tell. But the guy was being so cheeky. So I was taking footage of these chickens just like on the wall. And before I know it, this guy grabs one of them and puts it on my hand. And I'm like, okay. And they're surprisingly heavy, you know. But obviously I had to accept the chicken. I had to accept the chicken that was gifted to me. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm holding this chicken. And then before I know it, he puts another one on my shoulder. So I think I end up with 3 at one point. I've got one on each shoulder and one in my hand. And then anyway, I was like, okay, enough's enough. Please take the chickens off me. Please remove me of your chickens. And then as he takes the chicken off me, he's like, donation, please. I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, donation, please. Donation? And that's when it dawns. Fuck, tourist trap. Here we go. So I start rummaging in my bag, and then he gets distracted. He wanders off to someone else. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try and dash. So I made a dash for it. I like left the crowd, started walking away. Cheeky bugger catches up with me, doesn't he? And he's like, ma'am, donation.
I'm like, donation? I'm pretty sure that means like voluntary donation. But obviously, like you're flustered right in the moment, and this is the thing that annoys me, because that's what gets you. Like it catches you off guard, and that's why they're successful. And he said, again, I don't understand the currency here. He said 1,000, and I was like, 1,000, and he was like, okay, 500, and I'm like, 250. So suddenly I'm bartering with this guy over a donation that I haven't agreed to. And then he pulls it up on his phone, and I make sure to like see the number on his phone before I'm charged anything. And then I kind of ChatGPT'd it at the end. I was like, how much did this cost me? How much did holding all these chickens cost me? And I think it came to like £8. I mean, like £8 is far too much, but to be fair, I'm going to spin it. If it actually goes to the well-being of these chickens, like if they're looked after, and I hope to God they are, then I've hopefully contributed to the well-being of these chickens and not that strange man. I'm going to reframe it and just hold that and try not to question it any other way. Please no one comment what the truth of this situation is. I want to keep this like a nice happy memory where I ended up with 3 chickens on my head. Okay, so I am going to get ready. I've got a gorgeous outfit planned for this evening. So that's another reason why I have to go out right. I have to make use of the outfits I've prepared. I did not cram these outfits into that tiny rucksack to then not wear them. Yes, gonna get ready, gonna put my face on, and then we're gonna go out on the town. It's a Saturday night and it's my birthday eve, the eve of my birth. And I'm 30 years old for a mere matter of hours now, soon to be 31. So let's again welcome in another celebration of another year around the sun. Let's go get ready. Okay, she is good to go, honey. She's ready to go to a bar solo in a completely different country. This is a first for me. Okay, but again, even if we just go in, have one drink, get out, all good. All good, it's all gonna be fine. Again, we've got a gorgeous little outfit going on. Peep the shoe. These trousers I was so looking forward to wearing because I originally got these a year ago in Milan for my first solo trip abroad to celebrate my 30th. Now I'm wearing them in Prague to celebrate my 31st. Serendipity, it's all going full circle, woo! Whilst I was sat getting ready as well, I have been editing my birthday reel to be posted tomorrow on my actual birthday. Oh my god, it's not even like finished yet and it's... Oh my god. I accidentally posted it. Oh my god. Wait. Guys, I accidentally posted it. No, it's too early. It's too early. No. Oh, I think I saved it. Oh my god, guys, that was a real drama. Nearly posted my birthday reel like a day early. Goodness me. All right, okay, it is 11:15. I should get out there if I'm gonna get out there. I just keep on dilly-dallying. It's time to hit the town. It's time to get the show on the road. Ready to take on Prague town. Woo! Okay, wow, thank you.
Didn't drink.
Yeah.
So the one which I was talking about is this one.
Okay. Thank you so much. Cheers.
As a kind of comic book, there is a scene where it's zero to man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Definitely. But they have a lot of fun experience behind.
Sure. And this is a shot.
Like, yes, that's what I said.
Shot. Okay. Wow. Cheers. Thank you. Nice. Cheers. Oh my god, that was such a stressful end to what was otherwise a delightful evening. I honestly had so much fun sat at the bar. There was obviously maybe like a little bit of awkwardness as I first sat down, but actually I think I chose the best place to go. So I went to the anonymous bar, the secret anonymous bar. Basically found out about this maybe on TikTok. A yogi had also recommended it to me as well. And I decided to go there, and I think I made the best decision. Hang on, I need to get a bit more comfortable rather than talking and squatting. So actually, as soon as I walked in, I felt so safe right from the get-go. You're immediately welcomed in with a hello, like a bright smiley face. All the guys behind the bar, so lovely. I came to order my first drink, and the guy talked me behind the whole like theme of the bar, and how it's based off this comic book which is inspired by Guy Fawkes. So the comic book is like Vendetta, or V for Vendetta, or something like that. I'm trying to talk this through. Not gonna lie guys, you know how I went out saying like, if I just have one drink, great. I think I've had about 5. I lost count somewhere along the way. But yeah, the whole premise of this bar is that it's based on this comic book character that was inspired by Guy Fawkes. And also hilariously, because it's nearly Guy Fawkes night, it's nearly bonfire night. So I was like, wow, okay, couldn't have chosen a better time, lovely. The menu you've probably seen already, it's all in riddles, but some of the cocktails are hidden. So you have to use that like kind of blue light to find out what they are, but even so, they're still in riddles. And ordered my first drink. I can't tell you what it was, but it was lovely. I loved that first drink. And then it was getting to about midnight, and I said to him, I was like, it's my birthday in about 20 minutes, you know? What's gonna be a great drink to welcome in my birthday? And he said a few things, I don't know what he said. I was just like, smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. Very nice guy. So I happened to be sat in front of like the bar, I don't wanna say the bar manager, because I feel like that dumbs it down. Like, it's not just your typical bar at a club type thing. It's like, I don't know, you get a real different experience there. And again, I felt so safe and so looked after. So he was talking me through everything, and he talked me through a couple of ideas. Anyway, I ordered a second drink, but as I was waiting for my second drink, another drink appears before me, and I'm like, what is this? And he said something, I think it was some sort of like Prosecco champagne kind of thing. It was a bit fizzy. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what it was. He did describe it to me. And he said, cheers, because he'd poured himself one. He was like, cheers. So we had a drink together to welcome in my birthday, which was so sweet. And that's what I mean. I felt so looked after and so safe. That, I mean, there was a guy next to me who was also there on his own. And we started talking, but I just wasn't really interested in pursuing the conversation, to be honest. I'm sure he was a lovely guy, but I was there for me, you know? So I got that free drink, then I ordered another one. Then I got a free shot at some point, again, which you've probably already seen. That was delightful, because I was having the shot with the entirety of the bar. Everyone was having a free shot at one point, so lovely. I was seeing everyone get these drinks where it's almost like a performance. Like they deliver it to you in this like fiery performance. You've probably already seen this, as I probably would have edited it in. So I was like, okay, that's the drink I'm gonna finish on. And I did, I finished on that drink, delightful. He gave me popcorn along the way. I just felt so looked after, it was so sweet. Anyway, it came to me paying. I was like, I have no idea how much I've spent by this point, let alone the currency exchange. No idea, I'm just gonna hope and pray everything's fine. Anyway, it came to me paying, and I did the whole Apple Pay thing. It didn't work, it was declined. And I was like, I know there's enough money in there because I've just transferred more across into my Revolut card, okay? I know that there's money in there. Declined like a couple times. Hella embarrassing, right? I'm like, I'm red, I'm sweating, I'm like, God, I'm like 5 drinks in, however many. I'm like, oh God, I can't pay these guys. And they've just given me a lovely evening, and I'm now like hella embarrassed because I'm like, And I try different things. Obviously try Apple Pay, then I try the actual card itself, but then that asks for my PIN. I'm like, I have no fucking clue what my PIN is on this card. So then it takes me ages to find the PIN, and then try again. That still doesn't work. And it's all to do with like location. It comes up as a notification on my phone, like this payment was declined because your location isn't accurate or something like that. I've never had that before. So that was very strange, and I was looking to see if I had any settings like payment limitations. Nothing, none of that. So I'm freaking out because I'm like, what am I gonna do? The guy is lovely. He's like, no stress, don't panic. He's like, there's an ATM just outside. Why don't you try getting money out of there? And I'm like, okay. And I was like, I will come back. I definitely will come back. I'm able to get cash out. But again, I forgot how much it was. He's told me the number in one ear, straight out the other. I just gotta hope for the best. I walk back in and I'm like, fine, I can pay you. I'm so sorry, please forgive me. And I'm like, no stress, no worries. And I said, like, did you panic that I was gonna run away? And he was like, yeah, I wasn't too worried. And I was like, no, I couldn't do it. Like, in good conscience, I could not do it. I even gave them a tip, but don't ask me what tip that was. I probably should actually work out how much I spent, but also, do I want to? I don't know. I was just living. I was just having a great time. But at the end of the evening, they are paid. I had a great evening. They are happy they received their money. I am happy I received a good service. What more could we want? So it is now, it's 2:10 in the morning. And there's me at the beginning of this evening being like, even if I go out for one drink, it'll be fine. Cut to however many hours later, she rolls in 5 drinks deep. That was a successful full day in Prague. I'm so happy. And it's officially my birthday. I'm 31. Happy birthday me, I guess. Hey stunners, thank you so much for watching part 1 of my Prague solo adventure. I hope you have enjoyed. She was looking a little worse for wear at the end of that solo night out, wasn't she? But whilst I'm no longer whimsically frolicking down those cobbled streets of Prague, I am very excited to be sharing part 2 with you, which is going to be out in the next few days, if not already. So go check it out. And in part 2, wake up with me on my birthday, and I have my first naked spa experience, including my first naked massage. So go check it out. I'm going to see you there. And again, I hope you enjoy. Alright stunners, thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Butterfly Effect podcast. I hope it has left you feeling suitably inspired. And as always, please don't forget to rate and review, like and subscribe, all those lovely things, as not only does this help the podcast grow, but it also helps us to reach more beautiful souls who need to hear these conversations. And of course, come hang out with me over on Instagram and TikTok at LaurenAmyYD, and follow the pod at butterflyeffect.pod. You can also dive deeper into yoga, meditations, poetry, and so much more with me over on Patreon. Until next time, keep living a soft life loudly because you know you deserve it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Mwah!